What's up, you guys, and welcome to episode 24 of the Align and Grind podcast. I'm so jacked up for today's topic. Today, I'm going to share with you all a list of 10 things that I'm leaving behind for 2022 and for the rest of my life so that I can show up as my highest self and so that you can too. I really think that this list of 10 things is something that What's up, you guys? Welcome to episode 24 of the Align and Grind podcast. I am so jacked up for today's topic. Today, I'm going to share with you all a list of 10 things that I'm leaving behind for 2022 and for the rest of my life so that I can show up as my highest self and so that you can do the same. I really believe that after I share this list of 10 things that I'm leaving behind, that it will encourage you to do the same. But before we dive in, I wanted to update you all on a couple of things. I'm here at the office in our content room, and my podcast microphone cord is nowhere to be found. So I'm recording this using my computer's audio. I hope the audio sounds okay. Please forgive me. I have already ordered a new cord. And also, I wanted to update you all on my breathing issue. As many of you know, I've had a little hiccup in my health. I've had a lot of trouble breathing for about a year now. And last week, I had my last couple of heart exams and lung exams, and I should be getting answers next week. So I am remaining hopeful. I'm staying in faith. Everything is going to be okay. And I just want this to serve as a reminder for you all to take care of yourself, and your health always comes first. So if you ever have any health issues, just get them addressed immediately and just make sure you're taking care of yourself. And also, I'm not going to lie, this health hiccup has really knocked me down a little bit, and I have been taking some time off. I've been trying to get better, and honestly, it was making me worse. It was making me anxious. I've missed coming on here and talking to y'all. I've missed working, and so this is another reminder for you all to just show up anyways, even when you don't feel like it, if you can, because you'll always feel more alive and energized in the action rather than in the inaction. But let's dive into what we should leave behind in 2022 and forever to truly thrive for this new year, 2022. I know we are about a month and a half into the new year, but these are applicable all the time. So it doesn't matter when you're listening to this. This is 10 things that we could all let go of to live a better and happier life. So by the end of this pep talk, I hope you are all ready to shake off some baggage and weight that holds you back so you can truly soar and live your best life this year. We all tend to carry baggage and weight from the past, and you guys, our brains are literally wired to replay the past and replay past scenarios that keep us feeling guilty, heavy, and ashamed. And our brain likes to go back to where it is safe. And so if you allow your brain to stroll down memory lane, it will, trust me. And sometimes we spend so much time wishing we had done things differently, so full of regret that we don't actually show up as our highest selves and make the changes we need to make in the present moment. I don't know about you guys, but there are so many times where I'm replaying a past scenario, or I'm like, man, I wonder how today would look if I had done that differently. And I'm like, man, why did I do that? But that does nothing but steal away from the present moment and steal our joy in the present moment. And so instead of focusing on the past, today we are going to focus on the present and the future and what we can control. So God did not create us to live in the past, but He created us to walk with Him in the present moment and move on one foot in front of the other, brick by brick. Sometimes we look at the whole road ahead of us and we get discouraged, when in reality, we just have to own the day, own the present moment, and move one foot in front of the other. So I'm going to share the list of things that I am freeing myself from, and hopefully it helps you realize that whatever you are carrying that you may need to let go of for the new year, you can do that today. So I want to ask you, what are those things holding you back from going after the desires of your heart? I really want you to take some time today to reflect and write down a list of everything from your past that keeps you playing small, and then I want you to freaking burn it. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I literally made a list of everything that I am repenting of, that I'm letting go of, and I burned it with a lighter and I watched it evaporate into the wind, and it was so symbolic and it was so beautiful. And so, yeah, here's my list of 10 things that I'm kicking to the curb. Let's dive into it. Number 1 is procrastination. I am done procrastinating and putting the hard things off. So today I want you to say this with me: eat the frog. Do the hard things first. Look that challenge in the eye and give it a wink. How many of us, we know we need to get certain things done and we just wait and wait and wait till the last minute? And don't get me wrong, I work better in crunch time. I love a deadline. I love a goal. You guys know this, but if we can learn to do the hard things first, your day is going to be so much better. So maybe when you wake up, write down those top 3 things that are needle movers, or something that you need to get done that you've been dreading, and just knock it out. Make this commitment with me. So whatever that is for you, eat the frog, stop procrastinating, and let's just take some action, because anxiety cannot live where you are taking action. Anxiety only happens in inaction. Remember that. Number 2, I am leaving behind negative self-doubt, negative self-talk, or engaging in negative conversations with others. I will actively be walking away from gossip and negativity. So if you have gossip or you have negative things to say, don't bring it around me. I am protecting my energy, and you all can do the same. You do not have to speak badly to yourself in your own mind, or pick yourself apart in the mirror, and you don't have to engage in negative conversations with others. So I want you to actively feed your mind with positivity and surround yourself with positive reminders. So for me, I wake up every day and I read the Bible. I read my devotional. Throughout my day, I listen to worship music. I listen to positive YouTubes and podcasts. I have quotes printed all over my desk, my phone background. I follow positive people on social media. So you are always feeding your mind something. And so control what you feed your mind with, control your environment, and let's all just eliminate as much negativity as we possibly can, because life is already going to give us enough of that. So maybe we need to place some distance between some people. I know we don't all like to hear that, but if there's this one person's face that's showing up in your mind right now that makes you feel like crap when you're around them, but you still have to love them anyways, maybe it's a family member, let's place some distance there for 2022. All right, number 3 is people pleasing. Come on, y'all. Where are my people pleasers at? Some of us just want everyone to like us. We want to make everybody happy. We don't really like confrontation, and that is me, and I'm trying to get better at it, but I am done, mark my words, because I've been doing a lot of work on this. I'm done seeking approval from other people. I am done overvaluing the opinions of other people who are committed to misunderstanding me. I hate to break it to you guys and to myself, but not everybody's going to approve of you. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you. Some people, when you finally do get their approval, it's not even all it was cracked out to be, because you had to hide a certain part of yourself or be kind of fake to get their approval. And it's not worth it. So you cannot fulfill your purpose and chase your dreams if you are worried about making other people happy. And I know how bad some of us want everyone around us to be happy, but it's not possible. So focus on your dreams and gifts that make you unique, and focus on pleasing your creator, right? And pleasing yourself. This may require setting boundaries with social media or maybe your social life, but it is so worth it. Again, easier said than done. Number 4, I am done avoiding self-care or downtime. Hence what's going on with my breathing. I've been having a little bit of anxiety and just a massive health hiccup. And when I take a step back, I realize that it is because I have avoided certain things that I need to do to just take care of myself. I've been ignoring the signs from my body, like, hey, slow down, you're a little bit stressed out. So I've learned the more that I sacrifice my own health and routines, the less I show up for my dreams and the ones I love. So for example, my breathing, I have not been showing up. I stopped showing up for you guys. I had to pause my real estate leads. It's gotten in the way of my workouts. And if I would have listened to the signs a year ago when this first started happening, maybe I would not be in this situation. So I'm not having regrets, but I will be honoring my needs and my health above all else from now on, because this setback has really opened my eyes. And so I hope you all can learn from me and put your health and put yourself first, whether that's physical, mental, doesn't matter. Number 5, I am leaving behind unhealthy patterns and cycles that do not produce joy in my life. And we all have them, right? We all have some habits that we may need to change in order to live life to the fullest. So let me tell you something. Anything that pulls you away from God, from your dreams, from waking up and feeling good and energized, that is not something that you have to keep in your life. And for me, it's been things like eating too much junk or binge eating or overtraining and wearing my body down. Maybe I used to stay up too late or sleep in too late, have too much caffeine, say yes to too many social things. Like the list goes on and on, but we all have some patterns and some cycles that we can eliminate to really be happy and show up as our highest self. So this year, I'm really working on developing a new level of self-awareness and focusing on eliminating what makes me play small and replacing it with things that energize me to show up for my dreams, right? So small baby steps add up over time. Just do me a favor and just focus on improving one daily decision in the present moment, or one daily decision a week. Start small, but improve one thing. Like I literally used to have caffeine, at 2 p.m. and I would do it, and I knew that it would make it hard to fall asleep, but I did it anyways. And so basically what I'm trying to say is I am just trying to do things that serve my future and things that will make me want to wake up in the morning, not sleep in because I'm upset with myself for a decision that I made. Number 6, I am letting go of not sticking to my routines. I thrive on routines. Of course, we all need fun and flexibility and a social life, but when my foundations are out of whack, my whole life feels like a hot mess. And what I mean by that is I will be focusing on consistency in my routines this year, like the time I wake up and go to bed, the time frame that I allow myself to go to the gym, the time that I'm showing up ready every day for my daily agenda and my time blocking and needle moving tasks. Discipline may feel like a sacrifice in the moment, but you guys, the ultimate sacrifice is not being disciplined and sacrificing your future. So what's that saying? Don't give up what you want most for what you want now. Don't give up what you want most for what you want now. At the end of the day, we all know what we need to do to feel good and to show up. And so if you're about to make a decision and you're like, I don't really know, that's your gut telling you something. That's God telling you something. So let's all dial in our routines for 2022. Of course, not every day is going to be perfect, but you all know routines feel so good once you're in a groove. All right, number 7, I am letting go. This is a hard one. I am letting go of resentments, of past hurts, of confrontations, of unforgiveness in my heart. And I have estranged relationships with certain members of my family. I have estranged relationships with people from my past that I still carry guilt for from time to time. Of course, it's not all the time, but I do have moments where my brain likes to go down memory lane and I'm reminded of a confrontation or a past scenario that was painful. And I am choosing forgiveness and to pray for those people in relationships when negative thoughts come up. And that is so hard, you guys. Like whenever you pull up a scenario in your head where someone hurt you, and you have to say, you know what, instead of thinking about this, or instead of telling the story about how this person did me wrong, I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm actually just going to pray for them. And I'm going to replace those negative thoughts with saying, hey, I know this person hurt me, but I really hope that they are doing well. And you guys, stop talking about the bad things that people have done to you, and stop talking about people that have hurt you. It just magnifies it even more, and it takes over your energy and your spirit. And I am done doing that. I could talk about my upbringing all day long. I could talk about the breakups and the family members that have hurt me, but I'm done. Friends that have let me down, I'm done. I am choosing to forgive everybody and give them a fresh slate. Of course, I will be keeping some people at a distance still, but I'm forgiving for me and for God, because the energy used to be upset with people is energy that I can be using on my dreams, and you can too. Okay, number 8, I am leaving comparison and envy behind. And let me tell you something, it is human nature to compare ourselves to other people, right? Or to want what someone else has. And it can come from a place of love or from a place of bitterness. But either way, comparison steals your joy. It's like that saying, don't let your ice cream melt while you're counting someone else's sprinkles. Just eat your ice cream, enjoy your life. You cannot show up as your authentic self if you are trying to be like someone else. And social media is great. I love social media, but it's great for inspiration, but it can also prompt us to feel like we need to be showing up a certain way. And the only way to show up as your true, unique self is to put your blinders on and focus on showing up in ways that are true to you, your brand, your beliefs, your message, your voice. So if you find yourself comparing or feeling envious or jealous, change your thoughts again to praying for that person and celebrate their success. I promise you, your season of success is coming, and you can still clap for others and cheer them on while you are waiting for your dreams to pass. And then, after you celebrate that person and pray for them and congratulate them, get back to focusing on your journey and what actions you need to take. As a fitness influencer and as a realtor and as a content creator, when I scroll social media too much, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do what that girl did. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. And then before I know it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even showing up as me. Like my creativity isn't even here. So I've had to really set some boundaries. I'm not going to lie to y'all. With social media, I don't check it in the morning. I don't check it at night. I give myself a couple of 10-minute periods throughout my day to look. But you can literally get lost. And so you need to have boundaries with social media, and make sure that you are not falling into that comparison and jealousy trap. And guess what? If your friend is married and you're not, if your friend is pregnant and you're not, if you see that neighbor getting the new vehicle, clap for them. Be happy for them. 2022, I am celebrating everyone around me while I'm working my tail off to get to where I want to be. All right, number 9, I am letting go of worry and fear and anxiety and over planning and attempting to control every situation and outcome. If you are a high achiever or a goal-oriented person, which if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are, we gotta let go. It's like the quicksand analogy. The tighter you hold it in your fist, it just seeps out between your fingers, right? You cannot hold on to sand. And so that's kind of how your life is. Sometimes you just have to give up control and fear and worry. And you can't get rid of worry and fear and anxiety, but you can change the channel to your thoughts time and time again and rewire your brain to trade worry, fear, and anxiety for confidence and positivity. So it takes practice, but I promise it can be done. This year, I really want to be in flow with my feminine energy and my creative side. And I want to live in a more blissful, creative, happy place. And that can't happen if I'm always worrying or over planning or making tons of to-do lists and all of that. And just sometimes I cling so tightly to my plans that I lose the magic in the present moment. And so this year, let's all try to just go with the flow a little bit more. Of course, we have goals, but we can't control every situation and outcome. So how do you do this? You actively change the channel to your thoughts as many times as you need to throughout the day. Oh, I'm worried about my finances. Oh, God, I know that you are bringing abundance and blessings and overflow to my life. Oh, I'm worried about what that person said about me. That person probably is not even talking about me. They're probably talking about something completely different, and I'm making up a story in my head. So just constantly be aware of your thoughts, catch and release, and replace. All right, number 10. This is a big one, okay? And I want you all to do this too. I am letting go of my past mistakes. I am letting go of keeping score on myself. I keep score on myself harder than I keep score of anyone else in my life. I'm always so dang hard on myself, and I'm always replaying my past mistakes, and we all do this. And this is why I decided to do that burn list and burn it all. And I want you guys to do it too. I'm serious. Like tonight, this weekend, whatever, make a list of your past mistakes, your past hurts, the things you want to let go of in this new year, and burn it. No more holding ourselves back. Let's let it go. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. And something I wanted to leave you with, when we were in Cabo, I was journaling, and I journaled this. And it's become kind of a life motto. And I journaled, you're already there. You're already there. And if that can be your motto in 2022, it basically means you are showing up like you are already there. And it's only a matter of time. So whoever your dream self is, how does she dress? How does she act? How does she speak? Who does she hang out with? What time would she get to work every day? How would she show up for her business and her friends? So often we don't show up as our highest self because we feel like there's such a gap. We see where we are right now and we're like, oh my gosh, I have so far to go. This is too hard. I'm just going to crumble and I'm just going to stop. And here's the thing. The second your mind tries to play that dirty trick on you, just say, I'm already there. I'm already there. Or you can say, you're already there. You're already there. However you can tell yourself you're already that person. Show up as her. And I'm not sure if this is making sense to y'all, but literally, like, I will be sitting at home scared to show up and record a podcast or content because it's been so long, and I close my eyes and I say, you're already there. Imagine you already have a massive podcast, massive speaking engagements on your schedule. Would you sleep in your pajamas or sit at home and sulk because you can't breathe? Or would you show up and do it? So show up like you're already there, you guys, and it's only a matter of time. Let's make 2022 the year of showing up like we are already our highest selves, and let's just see how far we can go. Well, beautiful people, I hope today helped you all shake off some baggage and that you feel 10 times lighter after today. I know I certainly do. This is literally like talk therapy for me. Instead of a therapist, I recommend you just start a podcast. Just kidding. But go do your burn list. Let go of your past. Let go of it all. And I will chat to you all next week. Bye for now.